All right, map number 2. Map number 2. Shimmer won map number 1 in overtime. Now we're on their map pick, so they will start things off on the T side. Chicken Coop on the CT side. Let's see if they can bounce back, bring us to overpass for the decider. In we go. Pay close attention to the flashes that get thrown for this long peek. Shimmer not going to get blinded by them. They're just going to get dropped. Gabe deletes 2 right off the bat. Fox and Raven going to have to sit this one out. Now Ridge as well. Picks up the Glock. It's fully loaded. He can go in for more. The flash goes in. Catches Serendipity as well. And the ace to come through with a little help from J-Chance. Hi from Siberia. How are you? Well, I mean, I'm doing better than Shimmer did on that pistol round. That was, that's painful. How much damage? Oh, 469 damage. Nice. I wish it was 420. Well, that's gonna mean not any sort of a buy from Shimmer, which feels like the safe play. They do upgrade a couple of pistols, but these SMGs and M4s, just gonna mow them down. So a quick second round as well. Chicken Coop off to a good start here. We'll see if they offer up more resistance than Nuke. Which, I mean, hey, look, they did offer up plenty of resistance on Nuke. Nothing start. Decent buy out of Shimmer on this round. They are completely dry on HE grenades, opting for the fires, the smokes, and the flashes. How do they... there's a Discord now that people are using for, like, the North American LAN scene. And it's got over 1,000 people on it already, which is pretty cool. But I don't know, Twitter. There's a lot of people on Twitter, sadly. No, slower round out of Shimmer than we've seen. I feel like we've spent more time on this one round than the last 2. But it is going to end explosively. Looking like the B-bomb site as Shimmer head for a mid to B. Flash goes in. Seabass with a little bit enthusiastic spray does manage to rein it in the end. Wreckmeister now 1 versus 3 on site with Ridge on the other side. 2 versus 3 for Shimmer as Chicken Coop try to head on in for the retake. Ooh, gonna be Fox to meet them in tunnels. Clotheslines MDS. Oh, she's got time to back away as well, but not that far. They know she's close now. But the KZ is definitely paying off on the jumps. Ridge deletes Gabe. It's just J-Chance left standing. Shimmer might just win their first round here, but up over the boxes, and he's got both. And Chicken Coop stay alive. Stay with 0 on the other side for 1 more round. No, it wasn't Caster Cursed. I don't know what you're talking about. The other thing I would say to do if you're in North America looking for other people is go to a Fragadelphia and just see who's there. Like, the next 2 Fragadelphias are going to be crazy. And they're in pretty easy to reach locations. You've got Louisville, or not Louisville. Is it? You've got one in Tennessee and one in Jersey. So, you know, good spots. Knoxville. Yeah, I was like, Louisville? That's not it. Well, save out of Shimmer, but they do end up with the opening kill. Tech 9s do go burr from time to time. See if these Deagles can get active as well. Molly onto ramp. That feels dangerous. Oh, the smoke perfectly covers Seabass, but Fox still able to chase him down. We're into the 2 versus 2. Both of the Shimmer players picking up M4s. This feels like it went from under control to absolutely wacky from the Chicken Coop players. And we're just going to watch the Fox cam as she deletes Wreckmeister. J-Chance on 12 HP. So is Fox going to get the 3K to win this round? She's got 45 seconds to get the bomb down. Plenty of time to go for that plant because J-Chance has given her a lot of space up ramp. Still going to fake the bomb plant just to be safe. One more time. He'll peek eventually, right? Right? Maybe not. Maybe we just get this down. Oh, and the first shot rings out. Fox is like, no, no, no. No, no, no. So we're going to watch the Fox cam again, because why not? It works. The shot's whipping through the smoke, but as soon as she's got eyes on him, clotheslined. All right, 1 to 3. Good place to be. Full buy now for Shimmer, so they should have... I mean, we saw how the low buy can still work out on Dust2. As I say, MDS was the 5-7. Oh, and the dink onto Fox. That's the AWP getting knocked low. Shimmer will escape through long, and this stack has been called out. There's already 2 players for Shimmer over by tons. But the classic push and pull of Counter-Strike. Big stack over by long, but quick rotation. You're just... Chicken Coop really showing how not to be static on the defense. If you just stay somewhere, then the enemy team is just going to go somewhere else. You have to expect them to go somewhere else after they've all left. Now, Gabe... I mean, not really inhuman reaction so much. Serendipity just sprays down 2. STX will melt through Wreckmeister. And it's a 4 versus 2. Seabass alone on site with a 5-7. Always going to be deadly with that pistol if you can't rein it in as soon as you want. And gets 2. Serendipity down on 1 HP. And J-Chance has an AK and armor. This one's actually kind of scary if you're Shimmer. Serendipity does get dropped. But a one-on-one, empathy on low ammo. Gotta go for that reload. Peek on in, the headshot. A little bit labored spray, but she does rein it in the end. And it's a 3-2-2. Oh, we got the ump buy. We got the ump buy on Chicken Coop. We've seen these weapons get dangerous. Chicken Coop's still in the lead for now. Ooh. Nade tossed out, but not enough of an opening to go for the shot onto the AWP. This is just going to be that part of the round where the T side kind of fans out and digs for info. Spread out and search for clues, gang. Trying to whittle away at Chicken Coop's utility pool. Maybe get a little bit of chip damage in. It's called defaulting. They do have Chicken Coop down onto 2 nades, but with MDS on the kit, this one still feels like you never know. Why did you throw your AK there? There was a fumble on the field. All right, boost up in CT spawn as Shimmer go for the mid to B yet again, but MDS, like a ghost in the graveyard, he slaps down 1 and backs away. Wreckmeister on the other side of B gonna prove to be too much for Shimmer to handle. And now it's just on to Fox. She gets 1, but she's got 3 more to hunt. 2 of those 3 are on the B bomb site. She runs right into the other one. That's gonna be Gabe in down mid. So this is ECL. So this is what can be best defined as North American Tier 2 and Tier 3. But on this stream, we watch things from, you know, high-level qualifiers to I'll sometimes be on the first rounds of qualifiers. So we'll watch all sorts of levels of Counter-Strike just out of the fun. And now this round, not going to go too well for Shimmer. They do have the pistols, which they have been proven to be able to use, but this round, not going to be so lucky as J-Chance just tapping away. Sticks does get 1. Oh, MDS. The deadliest kind of Jack in the Box. Bam. Okay, well, that's... Oh, the shot down mid. The classic dying in suicide. It is named that for a reason. You can't ever feel too safe there. That is fantastic, what has been done to that M4. Oh, running through smokes. No, what are we doing? Gabe just sprays down 3. And Shimmer... Well, they've got Fox left. If there'd be anyone capable of 1 versus 5ing on that AWP... There's always the possibility... Oh my gosh, wait, really? Really? What? There was a molly there! Why did you not just walk out of the molly? Yeah, the flash did not hit the player playing close double doors, and Gabe navigates that spray so well. Six to 2. Not unwinnable, but not a score you're going to be very happy with on the T side, especially of your own map pick. Your own map pick, your own Dust2 T side not going your way is going to be something of a stinker. I see Empathy do this a lot, going for the hero rifle. I don't know if that's always the best choice. Sometimes it'll just be a massive success, and I mean, right now she's on 22 HP. Gosh, every time we see this Neo Noir, I kind of want to do this, but I never use the M4. Maybe I should. Well, nope. It's just going to be the op going mad for Chicken Coop. Okay, so, you know, quick 7th for the Coop. Time for a rebuy out of Shimmer. Couple of pretty one-sided games tonight. So far, anyway. Ooh, that's not good. Fox's shot's not connecting. Chicken Coop able to get 1 into lower tons. That is dangerous. That is scary. Wreckmeister down here. This dude can do so much, and J-Chance boosted up is just bait for Wreckmeister. It is the 1-for-1 trade, but now leads to a very dangerous cat position. With the smoke looking for the mid to B, but again, they're just Chicken Coop are ironclad on this B bomb site. Shimmer keep going for it, and it just keeps not being the right play. But when you run out of moves, sometimes you just get stuck trying to go up cat. You're like, well, our only other option is mid to B at this point, and every time they've gone for it has been, except for like one, it's been the wrong decision. Well, 3 bullets, 3 players. If each of these shots is a kill, then Fox can close out this round, but the first one's already fired. And on 40 seconds, Chicken Coop not going to give her any sort of show, forcing her to push on into them. And she has chosen incorrectly. 2 players on this B bomb site. She's gotten scared away from Gabe, only to fall into the hands of Seabass and MDS. Good kill onto MDS, catches him with a nade just recently thrown, but that's the problem with 2 targets. There's a second gun there as well. Not a good T side. We're probably going to a map number 3. Of course, I don't know yet. You know, we're not that far into the game, even on the Faceit side of things. But this one, just... Oh my goodness. Again, your hero rifle going for the shots down suicide and getting flattened is not the play. Ooh, good damage back, but again, it's punished. The AWP of J-Chance just proving to be too much to handle. Let's see what happens as the sides are swapped. Ooh, good trade. That's a full HP player for Fox. And that's the Mac 10 kill as well, so good money in the pocket at the very least as Shimmer start to take control of the A bomb site. MDS, is he going to go for the Kukli on elevator? He's going to make his way all the way up ramp. Fox does cut off the rotation, so that does give Shimmer numbers, but MDS is going to cut those numbers down to size, and it's a 1 versus 2 for Fox. MDS just going to get the smoke on the bomb as Gabe deletes Fox from the server. 9 rounds for Chicken Coop. Well, this is looking a bit more dominating than Nuke did. This is starting to be troublesome. Look, it all comes down to the pistol. Right? It's all Frag Chicago 17. Like in 2017? Alright. Last round of the half. Already pretty deep into it. Fox on 15 HP. Luckily, she's got some good teammates to rely on here in Styx and Ridge to drop 2 players from the Chicken Coop. Oh, Gabe, he's got a read on this. Not even necessary. J-Chance through mid. This op is striking lightning. 4 versus 3. Wreckmeister sitting behind Tetris on the B-bomb site. Meanwhile, from the other side of things, J-Chance proving his own impact. 1 versus 2 now for Gabe to try and stop this bomb. He's got the kit, but he's thrown his last piece of utility, so he's just gonna have to do this one dry. In through window. 1 versus 2. It Styx and Empathy. Empathy dropped first, but a bad read by Gabe gives STX the opening. And Shimmer do take a 3rd round. All right. Out of curiosity, where are the rest of the games? Oh, fun stuff going on. So, just out of curiosity, where do Shimmer go if they do win this? So, if Shimmer win this, they're going to face the winner of Getting Info versus Mythic. Same for Chicken Coop. I mean, hey, you know, whoever wins this faces the winner of Getting Info versus Mythic. All right, so pistol round. And what kind of a pistol round do we have in store? Good start off for Chicken Coop. They're going to make their way out long with a kill on Fox. Should give them a lot of space here. Smoke down for the cross as well. Empathy getting peppered away. She's still alive and kicking, though, albeit on 21 HP. But it's at least a warm body to hold a gun to try and hit some shots, as Ridge does get one, but this is going to be a 2 versus 4. STX over on Cat. Gonna at least break the crunch coming in from Chicken Coop, and that's going to be a Glock picked up, which, I mean, it's a good thing to have for pistol round. Like, a lot of the times you look at the USP doing things like that, and you're like, why would you ever want a Glock? But you know what? The Glock lets you charge in like a wild animal, like Raven, and win the pistol round. 4-9 now for Shimmer. Still a long, long ladder. Still a long, long staircase to climb. But, you know what? Hey, it's better than losing the pistol and that basically being the end of it. I love that you can hear the swap over to burst. Why are we swapping to burst? Alright, so full investment here for Shimmer, but with bomb down and good kills, Chicken Coop also looking pretty strapped on weapons. These Galils, honestly more scary than the FAMAS's counterpart across the server. And only a singular kit for Shimmer. This one's still going to be a difficult round if Chicken Coop have anything to say about it. Seabass playing with 2 out from tons. Shimmer not rotating, though. They're going to stay strong on the A-bomb site. They've got 3 players nearby, though. Fox taking some early hits does mean that Chicken Coop are going to continue to scale up. MDS and Wreckmeister with the entries. That's going to give Chicken Coop the A-bomb site. There's just empathy here with the MAC-10. There's not a whole... or with the MP9, but there's not a whole lot you can hope for. And Shimmer calling the very, very early save means we are going to have 10 for Chicken Coop. This UMP might be in the right position to take an exiting player out. Maybe not. Empathy going on the longest rotation that you could possibly go on. Ooh, all right. We're going to get at least one saving player. But that was the UMP that got killed. All right, and a Galil.
Terrorists win.
Four to 10. Dust2 starting to get dire. Quite a wide gap. Shimmer going for the tactical pause. Get a little bit of time for the coach to hop in and give some words of encouragement, words of advice. What else is going on? Looks like Take Flight just took map number 2, or going to a 3rd. Also looks like Might are about to beat Team Ether. Getting Info versus Mythic is tied at 11 on map number 2. And FlyQuest Red are fighting back versus Aspire. And Legacy Kingdom have already beaten Ghost. 13-3 and 13-3. All right. Well, round number 15. Shimmer need to keep their wits about them. Look at the Galils. Look at the flashes. Chicken Coop just blasting away. A little bit of a... Well, they do have some players at their back, though. This could be tricky. Shimmer trying to tighten the net around Chicken Coop. Force them to do something. They're not going to let them be wibbly-wobbly. You go A or not at all. So now the rotation is going to be called in. We're going to have a full brawl out on the A-bomb site. Chicken Coop, though, they're taking a pause. They're waiting to see if Shimmer will push them. But I like what I'm seeing from this round. Just a good, disciplined push for Chicken Coop on their way on in. Raven tosses the nade on in to break the smoke on cross. Meanwhile, oh, we're going to get a full brawl. Raven and Fox, Gabe and Wreckmeister. 3 versus 3. Fox going for the jump up. She can't quite connect. It is going to give Gabe the opening that he needs for just a few more kills. And Chicken Coop secure an 11th round. And look at the HP remaining. That round just hinging on a knife's edge. But it doesn't matter if you don't secure it. So it is just pistols on the Shimmer side. Man, there's something fun about Impact players having CLG stickers. Because CLG Red used to be the big Impact team on campus. And so Impact players buying CLG stickers is always going to be a fun little kind of nostalgia for me. It's also just, hey, who doesn't... Who else misses when CLG was an org? It was sold during the venture capital esports bust. All right, this is going to be it. This is 8 rounds of buffer for Chicken Coop. But we saw last game go to overtime, so there's always magic on the server. Maybe there's some of that lingering magic after switching maps. I wouldn't count my chickens before they hatch, though. Aha. Oh, so Chicken Coop. So the one thing that they're showing is that they're capable of going A. I felt like I saw a lot of B out of Shimmer and not a lot of A. Chicken Coop making sure to use both sites. Well, this is a little bit of a risky push on into double doors. There's still a lurk here. Meanwhile, the rest of Chicken Coop all the way up. Over Cat, Ridge drops Jade Chance, but she's got a lot more to do. Serendipity does finally locate the lurk. And meanwhile, that's going to mean she's opened up for more kills. Chicken Coop not even going to get the bomb down as Styx drops all of them. So 5-12. Shimmer starting to bring this one back. Five to 12. Chicken Coop grabbing that timeout. They do have the buy going into this round. J-Chance has the AWP. There's going to be some rifles up on the T side. There's enough money for Gabe to buy up. He just hasn't yet. I mean, at this point, you just take you stop strategizing if you're Shimmer. You know that every round has to be a W, and you just take it round by round and see if you end up at overtime. Still a long way to go, though. 7 rounds. That's right. I can do math. Watch out for my elite maths. Are we actually getting a B rush out of Chicken Coop? After everything that we've done, they're going to try to close it out with a haymaker. The nade goes in, chips away at Wreckmeister and J-Chance, and the smoke will stop this B rush in its tracks. So we're not actually getting a B rush. And if it had worked, that would have been so demoralizing to go to the next map. Great shot by Fox. But I'm still kind of stuck on the fact that that was very nearly a B rush with the bomb. Like that... That is the kind of aura that you have a difficulty recovering from. Ooh, Raven, ready by Big Box to receive J-Chance. That's the AWP now tossed into the hands of Wreckmeister. But again, there's so much utility to hold the line here for Shimmer that Chicken Coop, they either have to risk it going in through smoke or hold positions, and they've started to run pretty dry on utility themselves. Oh, Fox. Is she still scoped in? She is. She's just waiting for the peek out. Oh my gosh, what a flick. Wreckmeister does get one and backs away. But at this point, there's no time left. All you can really do is back it all the way. Back all the way up. So yeah. Saving. We get a I like that we get the third person view and you switch in just in time for the shot to actually hit. That was some good camera work. Six to 12. It's not a comeback yet. The saved AWP for J-Chance could go huge here too, so I wouldn't even count this round before it's a victory. Tech 9, P250, and Glock. Chicken Coop gathering on ramp. A calm before the storm. Gathering on cat. And then they cancel. Instead of cat, we will go mid to B. Smoke already set up, but it's going to fade, so another one sent over. There's 3 players over by A, so this is going to have to be a 2 versus 5 with some sprays through the smoke that go well for Shimmer. But it's a good spray for Raven. STX with some fantastic impact as well. And it's a full house on the B-bomb site with Shimmer winning it in the end. Oh my gosh, Mythic just 2-0'd getting info. Well, whoever wins this will face Mythic tomorrow. No AWP out for Chicken Coop this time around, but the nearly full rifle build does feel dangerous. Raven getting clipped early off the round, but she'll fire back perfectly fine. So the 2 kills that will open this one go to Shimmer, but Chicken Coop answer back in a big way. 3 versus 2, and they get the bomb down. It could be over right here. 45 seconds between Chicken Coop and victory. Doesn't spell a whole lot of confidence. J-Chance on 1 HP and no AWP. MDS on 14, but the nade lands on top of Gabe's head, and he's still alive. This round already halfway ticked down. 2 kits for Shimmer, but they're going to still have to make this one quick either way. Bridge, first one on site, first one to fall. It's just Fox left over. He's trying to make it in. There's too much smoke, and it's Jay Thanos to snap his fingers and win map number 2, 13-7.